What's up with it, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Raider Honcho, and I'm back with a brand new video for you. Alright, so let's talk about it, man. Let's get right into it. We know that the Raiders have got to make cuts. We know that yesterday they had 7 cuts, and we don't really need to get into who is being cut right now, because at the end of the day, these are people that we didn't expect to make the team. Some of y'all might have been capping and putting a battery in, some people back gassing it up, thinking that some of those players might have made the team. But at the end of the day, the players that are getting cut right now are being waived are not a surprise to anybody, at least not a surprise to me. But sooner or later, we're going to have to start making some tough cuts, right? We're going to have to start making some tough cuts. When you talk about the DB position is very deep right now. You talk about our running back situation is very deep right now. Wide receiver is very deep right now. But there's also another position group that is super deep right now and is super talented, and that's going to be our linebacking group. Now, our linebackers, to me, were our weakest point going into the draft, and I didn't necessarily feel like we did a whole lot to address that, but Gus Bradley's system works better for some of the players we already had. See, now going out of last season, I thought we needed to draft all these new players. I didn't think we would get every position we needed, but I did think our linebacking core was razor thin, and I felt like, you know, we might need to address that in the draft. And we did go get Diablo to move him up to play a little bit of linebacker. We also got Gillespie, who sometimes might play nickelbacker, we've also heard. But at the end of the day, it seems like we have linebackers on the team that might just fit Gus Bradley's system better. When you talk about, we have the Littletons, we have the Kukowskis, we have the Moros, who seems to be fitting Gus Bradley's system very well. You have to start talking about a Diablo, a Tanner Muse. And this brings me to the topic of today. The topic at hand is Javen White. Is Javen White going to make the team? I mean, when I saw him play, and mind you, all preseason, all offseason, a lot of people kept asking me about Javen White, and I didn't have much to say about Javen White other than he was a converted safety to a linebacker, which you know I don't really like, and I didn't see much of him play, actually, right? So then, when we fast forward now to present day, and I just saw the preseason game against the Seahawks, Javen White has to be one of the guys that jumped off the screen, in my opinion, at least to me. I don't know if you guys feel the same. Get down in the comments and let me know. And if you like the video, he's one of the guys that kind of jumped off the tape to me. I don't even want to say tape, because tape is sometimes when you go back and watch somebody else, another guy might impress you. When I was watching the game, Javen White was all over the field. Now, he did have 5 tackles and 1 assisted tackle. And he didn't play, I don't think he played the whole game, because I ain't gonna lie, into the third quarter, I stopped watching live. But Javen White was a guy that was all over the field to me. And when you talk about his free safety pedigree, it makes sense for Gus Bradley's system when you want to walk guys out and play in coverage. He looked really, really good. And when you think about our linebacker core being Kwiatkowski, Littleton, Morrow, Muse, Diablo, and Javen White, how can you think that guy is going to get cut? At this point, what Javen White has shown me and his skill set and what Gus Bradley likes to do with his defense, how can you possibly think that Javen White is going to get cut? Right now, I think he's in a driver's seat to make this team, even if at worst it's only on special teams. Even at worst, if it's only on special teams, he has to make this team right now. Javen White looked really good in that game against Seattle, and I was actually surprised and impressed, and I got to give a shout out to everybody who was asking me about Javen White in the offseason, Javen White prior to this game, because you guys were spot on. You guys were dead on with your assessment of Javen White, how fast he was, how rangy he was, and that fits perfect for linebackers that have to be in coverage. He's not a middle linebacker like Kwiatkowski. I don't think he's a banger like Morrow is. But when it comes to sideline and being able to play in coverage, Tanner Muse, Diablo, which we haven't seen yet, and Javen White all have the skill set and pedigree to do that. They all come from the free safety position or the safety position where they play in the box and also play in coverage. So I think that bodes well for them. But I just feel like our linebacker core is slowly but surely turning into one of our best units on the team, and I'm super excited to see what they do. I think Javen White has to make the team at this point. Some of y'all might disagree with me. Get down in the comments and let me know, okay? Let me know what you think about Javen White. I think he makes the team. If you like the video, like the video. If you like the content on this channel, please subscribe to the channel. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter. Both are at RaiderHoncho. Check out RaiderHoncho.com. Don't forget that I got the Raid and Honch pregame show dropping soon. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming for you. I'm really excited. We're off to the Rams, so this might be the last video I do about the Seahawks game. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we do against the Rams, a much more formidable opponent. And yeah, I'm excited. So until then, till you see me again, till you hear from me again, Raider Honcho out.